Hey, welcome to Witching Hour. So right now I'm by myself, but some people might jump on in a little bit. And I think it's my first time starting on my own. So here we go. I'm just gonna talk about. I have one story. I'm gonna talk about one story. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and then a couple of news that I had that I read that I had talked about it last week, and then it's kind of a little bit of a follow up on that, and if whoever jumps on in they have a story they can share, they can. Um, but yeah, so let me see. Oops. Sam is leaving. He's gonna take the kids to the park. So that's also kind of scary. Kind of scares me a little bit. I'm gonna be at the house kind of by myself right now. And yeah, so before I start, I'm messing with the little things. Welcome and thank you for being here. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't and give me a little thumbs up. If you want to share a story, please leave it. Hey Nimesh, what's up? I hope you had fun at Comic Con. I seen your video and I saw you got to see Laura. So that's awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being my friend. um, but yeah, so first I want to share. So I was saying, if you guys have a little story and you guys want to come on, oh, thank you, Namesh. Let me know so I can sell you because I know that's not cheap. So message me. I'll message you. But yeah, so if you ever want to come on and you know, talk about your story. If you have a ghost story or experience, you are more than welcome. Just message me and I will send you the link so you can come on. Oh, somebody's right back here. Oh, it's Lennox. Um, and so yeah, like you can come on and share your story. If you're a little shy, you can just message me. You can send a voice message and I can play it, or write me and I just read it here, however you want. But you can just, come on with me whenever you want. DM me your spooky story. Uh, but yeah, first, oh, I don't like it when it's too big. Let me see. There, a little smaller. Uh, so first, okay, so last week I was talking about how um Matt well, no, first I want to give a little uh we talked about it on Comic Book Woman. If you don't watch us on Tuesdays on Comic Book Woman, we gave a little recommendation. This one's kind of a little bit lighter. It's not too spooky, not scary. It's fun. Haunted Hotel, and it's same creators of Rick and Morty. It's between Rick and Morty and Bob's Burgers. I love the show. Aaron. Yay, welcome, Aaron.
See?
What's up? Thank you for joining me.
Yep.
Right now, I'm just giving a little recommendation that we talked about it on Comic Book Woman. And I meant to recommend this last week and I completely forgot. Um, so this one, but then we talked about it um, we talked about it on Tuesday. But this one, if you want something kind of, not too scary, kind of fun, I don't know if you, well, Romy watched it, but I don't know. It's up
If
to
it's
you if the kids, yeah,
if it's kid appropriate.
yeah,
But don't most shows give like a rating anyways? Like if it's
that's
well,
true. So I don't know what rating is this.
okay.
Just check
Well,
it.
yeah, so check before you just let your kids watch it.
Yeah, just
I I don't know. I've seen some cartoons and they're pretty questionable nowadays.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, well, you know what? There have always been, but I think we didn't never notice. And now, I don't know.
Now
I
that we're
just,
older, that we see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then I was like, huh. But this one's really fun. I like is the lady. She's running a haunted hotel.
Oh, nice.
And there's like a lot of it's pretty haunted, it's a lot of ghosts, but she's like, trying to deal with them, like she's not scared. And she has two kids. It's fine. I don't want to give too much spoilers to this, but it's really I really really enjoyed it. Romy, he's 8, he watched it, he loved it. Not scary at all. It's fun. So yeah, that's one of my recommendations. There was another one that maybe I'll recommend next week. But
I,
Netflix has a lot of good ones.
have you noticed, like, is it just me or is there more Halloween stuff every year? Like, just more and more, like, where it's like a little bit in everything. Like, I get all the streaming platforms are gonna show like
Mhm.
scary movies, all that, but
Yeah.
it's like bleeding into like video games. I don't just like it. Just
Oh,
seems like it's a little bit
no.
more overwhelming than what it's like. Because like the history of all that stuff, it was kind of like
Yeah,
a little bit more underground, and then it just kept on
especially
giving.
with the whole murder mystery shows and things like that
Yeah.
about the serial killers and all that stuff that they now they're which honestly me when they talked about like the whole serial killer thing, I'm not for me, I don't like them. I don't like that they're giving them a light on all that
Oh,
stuff.
I can see
Like,
that. Yeah,
you're giving them.
it glorifies what they've done.
Yes,
Oh,
especially the one
like
that from last year. What's his name?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
and this year it's Ed Gein, and but I mean, but those were serial murderers, right? That
yeah.
were already glorified anyways from because what they've
Mhm.
done was still like so horrific within society.
Yes, horrible. I don't know. That's just the way I see it. Like, I like
Mhm.
more, like, obviously stuff that it's not real. That it's not that necessary. I mean, not that it's not real. That it's more like
Where it's fictionalized versus where it's based off of a true story, true events, right?
Yes, yes. When
Yeah.
it's more like true, that's what scares me the most. When it's like this could be true. So when it's something that's like I don't know, I have to see it for myself, and then maybe I believe it. Um, that it's I don't know. That's more my wheelhouse. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just I don't know that Atkins one. I still want to watch. Hey, what's up? I still want to watch it. I do want to watch it. It seems kind of good. Sarah said it was really good. She enjoyed it. But I feel like that one it's not glorifying compared to the other one, the Jeffrey one.
Oh, the
Um
Dahmer versus the Ed Gein
yeah,
one.
I don't think so. I think it's just like saying that he's a monster, compared to the other one, which oh shoot, I think I sent it to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna add it. Let me remove this. I want to show you guys talking about that, the monster one. I think I'm pretty sure that I sent you guys the picture of the chair. I did send it to you guys, right? In our group.
The
Uh Let me see. I'm trying to look for it.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Here, I'll share screen because I have that.
yeah. I
Okay,
was gonna add it to the
here you go.
to the slides real quick. Oh, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, right. That one. It's just so crazy. That's a real chair. It's a real.
Oh,
It's
yeah, that he used from like the people's
oh
victims' flesh and stuff like that.
that
Yeah,
it gives me the chill. It gives me the creeps because that's a real face right there. One somebody that he
it's not only one on each arm. There's
multiple.
yeah,
Yes,
there's
there's multiple. There's multiple that
yeah.
they're
You I mean you can see multiple within this picture or whatever. I mean,
hair and everything.
but this isn't the only piece of furniture he had, right?
No.
He had other, like a full like furniture set basically,
Yes.
like dining room or like a what is
Oh,
it?
the whole. Yeah, it's like you're not looking at a horror movie prop. It's not. It's the actual piece of furniture made from human skin face. Oh gosh, like I just what a psycho. Like sick person.
Yeah. What if someone made a replica of this chair, but with like made with fake stuff?
Mhm.
Would you think it's
I s-
distasteful to like
yeah.
still have? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't for me, yes. You see this scares me the most.
Oh, that someone could
You
actually
know?
like put something like this together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this creeps me out. Like
Yeah.
more like gory stuff. I don't know. That I don't like. That's the thing. But it's just so
I couldn't imagine the smell of that.
horrific. I know. Like wouldn't smell
I mean, I'm
like
sure. I would guess it. I don't know. I've never had to deal with human flesh like that, so
I
I can't
don't
say.
either, and
But
don't ever want to.
yeah, I'd rather
But
not do.
yeah, it's just so crazy. But yeah, so well, that was one. There's that one. So now, okay, this one I want to talk about. So last week I talked. Was it like 2 weeks ago? I think it was not last. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago when I first started. That I was saying that Matt Reeve.
Rife,
Rife.
right?
I always say Reeve. Rife.
Is it
Matt Rife.
Reef or Rife?
Rife. I
I,
think it's Rife.
okay,
um, so he, how he purchased the other their house, Lorraine and her husband, what's his
from
name?
oh
Lorraine,
from the
The
Conjuring,
Conjuring.
right?
Yes, them.
Yeah.
Um, he purchased that home with along with other friends. So now the Conjuring house was gonna be for auction at the end of the month on Halloween, on October 31st. But it's not longer going to happen. It's off the auction.
Oh, they
Somebody
took.
purchased the home.
Oh, like they accepted a private bid.
Yeah, well, not a bid. It's just like they bought it. So what they did, um, they bought the notes
Or
and the mortgage and everything. So who we don't know who purchased. It hasn't been public
oh,
to who bought the home yet. But there's kind of like it could have been him, somebody, we don't know if he bought it, along with and somebody else, or there's this guy, Jason. How is Hugh? I don't know horrible pronouncing names, but he's from Ghost Hunters, and he had a GoFundMe because he wanted to purchase a home. He had a
mm,
GoFundMe. He was raising money. People were helping him to raise money to go to buy the home, and he closed the GoFundMe. So that's another one. It could be between those two that maybe he raised enough money for to buy it.
I
Oh,
I mean, I already have a bunch of questions about this stuff, anyways, right? Because
mm-hmm,
before Matt Rife bought it, right?
mm-hmm.
Wasn't the Annabelle doll like going on tour to different like places?
Well,
Uh, Is
yes, but it was somebody else owned it, and that guy who
right?
who
Sold
he
this
died sold it, and
to
then I
Matt,
think
right?
yeah,
And then
I
they
don't,
were gonna
and
do
he
something
died.
else with it, right? They were supposed to do.
Well, he bought the actual like the Warrens' house, the Lorraine, their
Mhm.
actual home. Their not
Okay.
this one, their actual home in Connecticut. There's another home,
Mhm.
and that's where they have like they kind of had like a little museum kind of thing, and that's where they put Annabelle back to its place because the other guy had bought it and took it out of the box, whatever, and was touring, and it took him with him.
Right. But there was a lot that happened in those different events, right? Like when it went to New Orleans after it left there, like that
Oh,
like close to
yeah,
where it
some
was, so
stuff happened
that plantation caught on
during
fire,
the yes,
like one of the oldest plantations in New
yeah,
Orleans that was still like
mhm,
still
mhm.
around, like that burnt down, right?
Oh, yes, yeah, yeah, that's true, yeah.
And then correct me if I'm wrong, because like we were kind of following those events. Like, I mean, I know this was like way before like October
Mhm,
and the show, but wasn't it like they took it somewhere in Texas? I know it wasn't in Houston, but it was like San Antonio or something
mhm.
like that. And then the dog went missing for like 24 hours. Was
That
that
I don't know. Let me
Oh,
Google
okay.
it.
Were you not following it that closely? Because I remember the doll disappearing for like 24 hours and no one knew where it
Let me
was.
see. I
Uh,
don't know. That I don't know then.
yeah, like I kind of followed it like somewhat closely or
Yeah.
whatever, and then I was like, when I heard like the doll
Oh,
went
there. Look,
missing,
I just put Anne, and it says Annabelle doll gone missing.
right? So
No, okay. So it says no. The Annabelle doll has not gone missing. Rumors of its disappearance were false and
okay,
spread online after it was briefly removed from display during the tour. The doll remains secure in case at the Warren. So it went back. Then it
okay,
didn't. It didn't disappear. No.
right, okay. So okay, so it
Hmm.
was the internet doing its thing, but
Oh
the
yeah, it was in Chicago. They're saying did it go missing or what, or in Chicago. They was just it, but I guess it's not true. It was just like,
oh, okay, so it's just internet rumors, and then it just kind of
yeah.
spread like fire, and then okay. Wait, did
Hmm.
that? But then the plantation really did catch on fire after it left
That
the.
yes, that it did
Okay,
happen, but obviously it's like it's not. Who knows? It's a coincidence.
like
It's
right.
it's nothing. Hey guys, hi Tuman. Oh my god, long time no see.
What's up,
I'm so
too?
oh, I miss you.
Yeah, so like when I heard the plantation burned down and the doll went missing, I was like kind of
Mhm.
like I was like, people are messing with forces they should not be messing with.
You
And
don't know. That's yeah, that's scary.
but I mean it's
But
important that it went back and then like nothing else bigger happened.
Matt took it back to where it belongs. It's there. He has it, and I'm glad that it's
Possessing
not
people.
loose. I don't know. It just creeps me out. That's creepy. But yeah, so that was like one of the things that it happened. And this is another one. So if you're in Las Vegas, there's a casino, El Cortez, that they're doing a contest to see who can stay there, all night, and they can win $5,000. So if you are brave enough, so see, it opened in 1941, El Cortez, in the city of oldest running casino hotel. It has long history filled with mobsters, high rollers, and eerie stories. Ooh, and you see, I don't know how that hotel looked like. Let me look for it.
Oh
Let's
man,
see.
it's in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the old school horror movie tropes that you shouldn't be doing there, you know.
Yes.
Like
How
just
about
like smoke as much ganja as possible since it's legal in Las Vegas and then just hang
uh-huh.
out there. Like even though you're not supposed to like watching any horror movie, right? Who are the first people
Mm-hmm.
to die? Like, the people that run away, the people that are on drugs, the people having sex, right?
You see, yeah.
So
But see, look, watch. Okay. So if you let me see. Oh, I for a second I forgot how to share my screen. Um,
you already
if
shared
you
your
will
screen.
see this hotel, would you be scared like that? Like from the outside looks creepy, right? But if you see it,
But
I'm like, that's scary.
but it's been remodeled since then, though, right?
Yeah, like yeah, that's how it looks like now. Would you be scared? Like, let's see, this guy posted a video.
Oh, but I do have a story about that, about San Diego. Like whenever
Oh,
we're done
what
talking
did
about
you
this.
say?
No, no,
Oh, hold on.
I'll tell you
Let me
about it
see.
after we talk
Look,
about this.
it looks creepy from the outside like that, But once you're in the inside, like unless you stay by yourself, they're gonna close off I mean the hallways do look creepy, I guess.
I mean, but this is typical Vegas stuff looking.
Yeah. I mean, you
It
know
was just like
what?
a
I think I stayed there before. Did I stay there?
next you're gonna tell us your mom stayed with you too, and then that's where
No,
her
I
ghost is
wouldn't go
coming
there
from.
with my mom. Hell no. Then she's gonna bring some people. You know what? I think I have stayed here for like I don't know. I don't know.
She's like, it looks
Hey
familiar.
Ruben, what's up?
How you guys
Yes.
doing? I know I'm late to the party, but
No, you're
which
I
uh
was late too.
which 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 hotel was that?
okay. This one, El Cortez in casino. It's a
Okay.
casino. So, and then my brother
Well, I
came
mean,
in.
aren't most casinos
It's
in
my
Vegas
brother.
haunted as it is? Yeah, how you doing?
Yes.
Oh, with all the mob history.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then
I
this is
Yeah,
like
figured
one of the
I figured
oldest
each
hotel.
room has something to say.
Yeah,
yeah.
1940s though, like that's pretty old. So I don't know. Probably my mom. George, you got it. George, this is Aaron and Ruben, my
How you
brother.
doing,
Nice
George?
to meet you guys.
I've heard many stories
How are
about
you?
you.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
with me last week.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been. I wonder.
Oh, but I do have a story about San Diego.
But yeah, okay, George, you gotta tell my mom if she wants $5,000 if she wants to go to the hotel in Vegas.
Oh, she probably will.
she,
So,
you know
she
she
would.
will.
Yeah.
so you just stay there as long as possible? Is that kind of the contest?
Well, see, it says Sunset Basement. Let's see the. I think it's just for one night.
I'm okay with one night.
Oh, one
Right?
night.
Why
and
don't
you
we
get
just-
$5,000?
Why
I
don't we
mean-
just try to do a podcast there next year?
That would be
Yeah,
cool. Oh
that'd
my
be fun.
God, imagine.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
tell us your story, Aaron.
So I went to San Diego Comic-Con this past year,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And then so I stayed with Brian McClay and Big Leg
Mhm.
like every year. And then, whoever else wants to stay with us, like we kind of just like open up the doors.
Was
for
this
them.
a Airbnb or just a hotel?
Yes, so it's an Airbnb.
Mhm.
And then this was at in the Gaslamp district. So we typically just pick an Airbnb that we can find like a month before the con, or maybe like sometimes couple weeks before.
Mhm.
But we usually book something, right?
Yeah.
So when you book from Airbnb, you don't see what the exact location is. But then like once you do confirm your reservation, they show you the location.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the old city hall in San Diego. And so it had like a lot of like historical like
Yeah.
events that happened there and everything.
Yeah, because it's kind of like Old Town, close to Old Town San Diego.
I guess so. It's like on one of the numbered streets. I don't remember. I think
Okay.
it was on like 4th Street or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so I was walking down the stairs to either let someone in or meet someone on the street or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as I was walking out, a ghost hunter or ghost tour stops at our Airbnb. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I was like, why is there a ghost tour just like gathered around outside? And then they're like pointing and like,
no,
oh,
shut up.
yeah. And I'm walking down the stairs and they're standing at the big window. I'm just like, kind of like, what the hell? I was like, why is there like a ghost tour here?
Oh my
I was
gosh.
I was like,
Damn.
Google, do your job. And then so I'm like searching up like what happened there. And
Yeah.
so I found out that when the mayor was actually officed there, the city had mobbed up outside the building. He had barricaded himself inside the building. And then I don't remember exactly what happened after that point, but then
Yeah.
but that was like one major event that happened there, right? And then it turned into housing afterwards. And they had like private rooms, like hidden rooms and stuff like that. And a family was living in one of those hidden rooms was
Yeah.
one of the last holdouts to sell the building to a different owner. So anyways, the
Can you look up the house? Like, do you remember like the address, or so you can?
yeah, I'll
can
look it
see?
up as I'm talking about it. Okay. So so anyways, it turns out that that family didn't want to leave, so they mysteriously all died. Like they were found murdered within the
Yeah.
apartment, and then they weren't able to identify the dad because he had been decapitated. And then this still remains like one of those unsolved like mysteries
Ew.
of like what happened to that family. But like people just kind of didn't care, and the building sold and all that. So
That is crazy.
so currently now downstairs it's a what is it? There's a club downstairs,
they give
and
you a
then
thumbs up.
on the upper levels is like all apartment housing.
Mm-hmm.
So the first night we stayed there, this like deafening like fire alarm went off, and we're like kind of like, what happened? And then like I honestly didn't wake up from the alarm, so I probably would have died if there was actually a fire.
Yeah.
But it woke up Brian, and then Brian spent like 10-20 minutes for all of us to like try to wake up. But then I was like kind of like, all right, it's a fire alarm. and then like everyone was just like kind of like deafened,
But
and
it
like
was just went out like no reason. Like there's no.
like there wasn't really a there wasn't a fire. I know
Mhm.
that, but the alarm was going off. So and it was like for the entire building. So the entire building was like trying to evacuate.
That's crazy.
Okay, I found the old school picture. Let's
Let's
see. Let
see.
me
Sure.
share.
Sure.
This is the
Oh wow. Old
yes,
city.
because it still had the same front doors, and then like
Mhm.
there's that side bar window that still says like City Hall on it, like above it
Mhm.
too, and everything. So this
Oh, there's
basically
some.
still looks the same. It's kind of cool. Let me see if I can find
Okay.
other
Old
pictures.
San Diego City Hall. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love like San Diego. I've been there like a couple times, Old Town San Diego,
Uh,
and
oh,
it's pretty cool. You found it?
yeah. So
Let's see.
I guess it's for sale, but yeah. So
Oh. So that's
Wow.
where you guys stayed at?
yeah. So we were on the top floor of that. Yeah. Oh, actually, this is the apartment we stayed in.
Oh, and that's really
But-
nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny. It's for
It's
sale.
like a
now.
loft.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, it was kind of creepy to hear all that, and then like reading about it, because I guess all the murders that happened in that building, tenants that live there now still report like hearing ghostly figures, like seeing ghostly figures walking around. Nothing like that. What's the listed price?
Let's all chip in and buy it.
Hey, you know, when they don't list the price, we can't afford it, right?
Yeah, probably. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. So there was oh my gosh. Oh, there was this place that I saw that it's why was I that I wanted to that I would like one day, I don't know, one day I can go to Canada and visit. But I saw this place. It cost Fort La, how do you pronounce that? Rain Museum? But I just like it's a little museum, and I just went like to look the way it looks. It's like a community or something like that, but it's a museum now, and like the old school, from like a little school, like yeah, the way little things.
Like Little House on the Prairie, kind of.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I was looking at all that, and I'm like, it's haunted. It's haunted
Yeah,
for sure.
it looks like it is.
You can see little kids with robes.
Oh hell no. And I just saw it and I was like, oh man, I would love to visit it. And I know there's like a place like this in LA too. And I couldn't I was trying to look for it, but I can't remember the name of it. Maybe next week. I think I talked about it last year about the place. Man, it looks pretty, but it looks creepy. But yeah, it's in Canada. I just thought it looks so cool, and I'm like, man, I would love to visit and see all that. All those little houses, all those.
Do people actually still live in those houses?
No, they have it as a museum.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I want to go visit. I want to, and I know there's like I said, there's one in LA, but Bruce Nimish can afford it. It's so funny. But yeah, like oh my gosh. That I know that Jack, I always talk about him. Jack visit once. Let me see if I can find it real quick. That he took his sister there, and Aussie and his mom were like watching them through like kind of like camera. And I think they scratched Jack, and that's when they realized that Kelly's had some kind of like a medium thing, like she has some kind of powers. Not after he can't afford it anymore. He has to eat ramen for the rest of the month, till the end of the year.
Is
But
it ended the week for him?
Huh?
to the end of the week for him.
No, I'm sure it's like, oh my god, imagine like, man, going to cons is so
I think I'm
expensive.
still paying bills from San Diego. I'm just joking.
Let's see. I found it. Let me see. Um, because I know that, like I said, there's one in like in LA. What is it called? No, that's the other one. Did you guys see the one that when Sharon Osbourne, like, she passed out? Let me
I think you
see.
showed me that episode. I don't.
Oh
remember.
yeah, I did show you. Have you guys
Yeah.
watched that one?
Yeah,
Well, if you guys have HBO Max, just look up for Jack Osbourne, and it's like a bunch of shows will come up. But then watch The Night of Terror, and he only did few episodes um on that one, and you can see like Sharon. I don't know if she gets like possessed or something, and she just goes like, and they took her to the hospital, and they couldn't figure it out what happened. She was fine on everything, like nothing what was wrong with her. Um oh my goodness, let me see. But yeah, but these houses in LA.
I mean, but what do you kind of expect when you're married to the Prince of Satan, right?
Prince of Darkness. I
Yeah.
know. Okay. Oh man. I'm it's driving me crazy. I will look for it while we talk, and maybe next week I'll show you guys. So I can look it up and then show you good. Um but there was another one. No, I think that's it. But I don't know if Fez, do you have a story you want to tell, or George, Aaron, before I start with my
well,
next?
there's since we've been doing construction at work and we've had some like ghost stuff happen at work. I work for
Ooh.
Costco, and I work at the building that's by the casino, and I know there used to be like mob stuff happening there by Commerce.
Mhm.
But also the Citadel is next to us, and that used to be built like an old tire area, and they said like a lot of deaths happened there and stuff. But I've witnessed stuff at that Costco when I worked in the meat department. But now, since we destroyed the freezer since the last time we were doing the shows, we renovated everything and built brand new stuff. So we had to break concrete and disrupt some stuff. Now the freezer door is open by themselves, and I witnessed it. And some employees have been like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" But yeah, what's going on? I just saw that door open and there's no one stalking it from the inside. I'm like, yeah, that's normal. Don't worry about it. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, just don't worry about it. And
As long
I've
as
seen
you
it
don't
from
see
time to
flying
time.
cleavers, right? That's the time you need to be scared.
Yeah, no, and then it's funny because it's pretty much in the area where like the carcasses are, like the lamb carcasses or stuff like that. So I'm like, oh no, it's just the goat or the lamb trying to get back out. But no, it's pretty much it happens randomly, and then we've checked it too, where we're like, okay, it might be the air current from the freezers, but no, there's no current that will whirlwind or cause that to happen, because those doors, you need to pull them with pressure.
That's
So
Nope.
that's just one of those things where it happens.
Does it
That's the
happen?
only recent stuff.
Has it happened more often when there's certain type of meats in that area, or is it always like goat and lambs?
No, it actually happens like on any random door, and it's funny because it's one of the stalkers that stalks in the morning, because I work in the morning, and ghost activity around the witching hour and the show, but I work at 1 a.m. graveyard shift, so around like 1 to 4 a.m. is pretty much when the doors just kind of like open up randomly. They don't really open during store hours. It just happens like in the morning shift, like graveyard shift.
Well, yeah,
That's
when there's
crazy.
like nobody there, so you kind of like able to notice all those little things. Like they kind of they magnify more when
Yeah,
you know
because
when
since
it's all
and then
busy.
we only have 3 stalkers in the freezer, so, and they're all like away from each other. So you could tell if like a door is like closing right next to you or like from the side. You could see like from your parental vision from the side,
Yeah.
you see if like something just opens and closes, kind of like nonchalant.
That's creepy. I need to ask my cousin because our cousin also worked. Well, two of our cousins they also work for Costco, but one of them she works in the bakery, and sometimes she goes in at 3 in the morning. So I need to ask her if she has experienced anything.
Well,
Or
I know I told you guys in the food court in our Costco it's on it. They say that they've seen a little girl, and at nighttime the employees that work there that close up, they don't like closing the back area like to clean up because they've seen it and they're like, nah, we don't want to.
Ooh, the
Little
chills.
girl.
Dude, that is so creepy. Hell no. No. Okay. I found the place. Okay, so if you guys want to watch this episode, it's really good. I recommend it. Again, it's on shoot. It's on HBO and it's The Osbournes Night of Terror. It's only one episode. And the other one is this is the place that they go. Kelly and Jack and Aussie and Sharon, they're like watching everything through like the cameras, but it calls the Heritage Square Museum and it's in LA. So these houses, I think there's like 4 houses in the church or something like that. It was, I can't remember what it was, but there's like different buildings. There's this house, there's this house, and this one. There's this. Oh, then so it's 1, 2, 3, 4 houses or 5. There's like a bunch of houses in there. This is I think like where you walk in. But
so it's like a historical home preservation.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So they used to be like more in town, right? And they moved all these houses from like downtown or whatever. They moved these to have them to preserve them. And now they're like museum that you can go inside and all that stuff. So that the people who work there, they said that it's like pretty haunted. During the season, they do all kinds of activities and stuff like that. There's like the church that I was saying, so it's like a whole like little community. It looks pretty cool. Like I really, really want to go there. And when the other ones, they I think it was on the main one first. I think that's the first one they go to. Kelly right away. She was like saying things like Jack had already like talked about because he does a little tour and then later on he brings Kelly and they both experience like things in that house. But the one that is like the most kind of evil, they have like a weird presence and all that stuff. It's that one right there. The circle one, the one that
That
is
one
like,
looks nice too.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that one looks more like creepier
Yeah.
than all of them.
yeah.
Did we talk about some of these houses last year?
Last year,
What-
yes, I talked
okay.
about it.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
Because I remember we were talking about like the
Mm.
different spooky places or well known
Yeah,
spooky
we were
places
talking about.
that we would like to visit.
Yeah,
So-
so this is one that I said I wanted to go visit. So here, when they were like talking, they brought all the employees and everybody, and they were talking about it. And I think they didn't think they were rolling. They were just kind of like, oh, we're gonna do this, blah blah blah, explaining to people what they were gonna do. And they started hearing like things behind the curtain in the back, and they're like, is anybody in the back? And they were like, no, we're all of us here. Like, so they go and there's like nothing. Like, so there's like some pretty cool stuff. But if you guys are in the LA area, if you guys visit, this is a place that you guys should go. And I invited the people from last week that I had, JJ. I added their Facebook. I said I was going to add it to the last show and I forgot to do it, but I added to this one in the description. You guys will find JJ's Paranormal, and they do paranormal investigating, and they're in the LA area. And I know they just went, I think yesterday to do a one, and I'm going to tell them they should go here. Because it looks pretty cool. I'm just scared to do the whole investigating. I don't know if I want to do it. But yeah, that's one that I think that people should go and visit. But George, would you like to say one story?
No, I can think of one right now.
Okay, you want me to tell the one that my mom? Okay, my mom, it's a new one, and where she even at her work, even at not only their house right now where he's at, but also at his work, at her work. She was saying that she was doing inventory and she was by herself. She's like, that it was before she opened, because she works at Subway. She's a manager at Subway. And before she opened up the store, she was doing inventory. And she said that she heard somebody at the door to go to the back, that she heard like knocking. And she was like, oh, it's probably like whoever was going to work with her, and partly they know I'm behind the door. So she opened the door and there was like nobody there. And then she looked to see if there was nobody. And it's like, yes, Derek, my mom does. Like, it's so crazy. And it's not the first time. And she said one day that she was off. This is last year while I was like, we were doing the show on October. And we went out to have breakfast. And she was saying that a medium went and they told them, like, there's somebody here. And they were like, the way they were saying it was like for my mom and things like that. But then the medium never went back, and my mom didn't get the number of the medium. Well, the girl actually did wrote down the number of the medium, but the phone number disappeared. So she never was able to contact
The ghost bro was like, no.
You're like,
no.
You're not talking. But yeah, that was like one of the. And I last week she was like, "Oh, did you tell the story?" Because she tells me so I can tell you guys. And I was like, "Oh no, we forgot to tell the story." Like next time, I'm like next week I'll tell them what happened. But
No,
yeah,
I used to work at that place too, and you can tell that place was haunted because we have these we would have these like bread pans, and I remember those all the time. Like you would hear them, like they would pick it up and then would just like drop them, and then you can hear them because it's pretty loud because they're like metal. So you would hear like you wouldn't hear when they pick them up, but you would just hear them when like they drop. Yeah, and there would be like nobody in the back. So it's like you knew something was going on there.
Yeah, and next door to that, it's a nail place. I go and get my nails there. And I was like, the guy who does my nails, like I had been going with him for like a year. And I was telling about it. I was telling him, I'm like, hey, I asked him, like, do you guys have encountered anything creepy in here? And he's like, why do you ask? And I started telling them like what happened with my mom. And he's like, you know what? He's like, my brother, he's like, I didn't believe my brother. I thought he was messing with us. But now that you're telling me, I kind of believe him now because he said that his brother was ready to close. And, they have those little chairs when they do the pedicures. They have little stools, like they move around with rolling. They have little wheels. And he said that he pushed them all to the side where each chair where they go. And he said he was about to turn the lights off and to leave. And he saw all those little stools like in the middle, like they were not organized anymore. He was like, he's like, I know I put him back. He's like, I know I did it. Like, and he said they hear noises, things also too, but they don't think they wouldn't think anything of it. But after I told them what happened with my mom, now they believe. They're like, oh yeah, I think so. I think it's like the whole thing. It's haunted.
How do they not have security cameras?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was like, wouldn't they have like cameras? Like, do they not have cameras?
They didn't have cameras yet. They had just put because something else happened at there, so now they had just put cameras. But I'm gonna ask. I haven't asked anymore, but I should ask if they have caught anything on camera. But I don't think they didn't have cameras here because I asked. I'm like, oh, he's like, no, I need to. He said they were not working. They had to put new ones or something like that. But no, they didn't get it on camera yet. I was like, shucks.
Yeah, that would have been like good footage. If they were all like to the side and then in the middle, that would have been like,
imagine. But then it happened to my mom.
Proof that he wasn't doing his job.
You know what? But I think I told her last week that my mom was saying that she heard noises in that kitchen behind my brother. Like my mom's room is like the door behind him, right? And she said that it was like 3 a.m. She heard things and whatever, and they have cameras inside the house. And she said she went the next morning when she went to check the cameras, and she said that right after, a little bit before the noise happened, their cameras were off.
Yeah,
They
were all
turned off. They just turned off. So the ghosts were like, you're not gonna catch me.
Yeah, and it was weird because you have to press a button to turn each camera off. Like, there's no way they could just turn off. I mean, unless like the power went down or something. But other than that, you have to press like the button to turn it off.
Hmm.
That's creepy.
So that's yeah. So now their new house, there's also things.
I don't think it was the house. I think it's just my mom's bringing them over here.
You need to sage everything you own.
We need to sage my mom.
we have things that are like pretty old, so I'm pretty sure that it's also the items that we bring with us.
Or you just gonna put like pets around them to see if they react to it.
Well, your
Like, have you-
dog.
Yeah. Like, have you seen that before?
Charlie.
Like someone
No.
bought like an old timey painting, and then like the dog just starts.
Oh, he
barking
just
at
looked.
it. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Someone will stop staring at it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a dog, but she doesn't do that.
She's a dum dum.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah,
dum
she
dum.
doesn't pay attention to anything. She just runs around. She just runs around. Yeah, but you know what thing? I think the dog that Sierra had, the German Shepherd. I think she would look at stuff, but that was at the other house. Yeah,
She was
She
scared.
would she would look at our hallway that we used to have in the middle, and she would just like stay there, and then she would just look straight. So
That
maybe
house,
that house, yeah.
creepy.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe my mom, because that's where you saw that little person
from
in
the remember guys, and I
reflection.
show you the
Yeah.
reflection.
So I'm pretty sure she brought those ghosts from over there.
Yes.
to this house.
Yeah, I don't know, but so the first episode, I think I told the story. So before we go, because we're already 40 minutes in, there was one story that I heard, and I want to tell you guys because I thought it was so creepy. So there's this guy. He has a YouTube channel. He's a YouTuber, and he's in Mexico, and he does interviews with like really heavy interviews, like with people that are being victims of crime, like really heavy crime, and they have kidnapped and things like that. Okay, Aaron had to go. Things like that. And he said that so a lot of the interviews that he has, they're like pretty heavy. And then he had a medium, I think. And he said after he had the medium, a lot of things started to happen at his house. And he said that in one of the interviews that he has, he puts out a candle, and that he was interviewing somebody, and the lady was like, "There's something here in your house." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "The candle." He's like, the flame usually just goes like this. He's like, and yours is going like this. So there's something disturbing here in your house. He was like, and a candle, it's kind of like the candle that you see on my screen, like one of those big candles like that. A candle like that, it should last 3 days. He said it lasted only like few hours. So he was like, it's impossible, like, there's something here that it's getting the energy, So that happened, and he said that his apartment, there started like things happening at his apartment. He was hearing things and seeing things, but he couldn't. He was like, "Oh, maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I'm seeing things in the corner of my eye. I don't know." So like when his girlfriend kind of like they moved in together, the girlfriend started seeing things too. Then out of nowhere one day she just started screaming, and he heard something like dropped, and he goes inside the room, and she's like, what's wrong with you, what's happening? She's like, I saw you in the bed with, like, you were just full of blood, you're bleeding, like you were just gone. And he was like, no, it's okay, calm down, I'm fine. Look at me, I'm fine. And she's like, okay. Then she said that another time, um, he they were in the bed, and she just said, like, started screaming, like, get off me, like, and she's like, he was like, what are you talking about? What's wrong with you? And he's like, there was something oh, no, sorry. Then she says, like, get off of him, not get off of him, get off of him. And she threw a pillow at him on his feet, and he's like, what's wrong with you? Like, what the hell? He's like, there was somebody by your feet, and they were pulling your toenails. They're like pulling your
What
like
the hell?
toenails. And she's like, take off your sock. He takes off her sock, and there's nothing. He's like, let me see yours. And she takes off her socks, and around her ankle, she has like a mark, like if somebody's holding her leg, like if somebody was like, and he has a picture, and he shows like it's a mark on her foot.
Mhm.
And she was just like, I don't know what's happening, like I'm just so scared and all that stuff. And then she was like, he was asking her, like, well, what was it? Like, I don't know, it was a guy. He was telling them to pull your toenails, and he was holding a baby. And then he was like, what the heck? Okay. Then another time he said that he saw that man again. Hi. Okay. It's okay, JJ. Okay, there's JJ. If make sure you guys follow them on their YouTube. I was telling them about you guys earlier. Let me check my messages real quick. Just yeah, I'm almost done. But if you want to, maybe next week, come on, JJ. I know I don't want you to feel rushed. But next week, if you want, so you can tell us a little bit of your hauntings. I saw you guys went uh at a location, so I want to ask questions. But if you want next week, that'll be so that way, because we have like a few minutes left. Thank you, JJ. But yeah, so he said that, again, another time she said that he saw that man again. He's just in black, and he was holding a baby, and then he would just drop the baby. And she would just start screaming, like, no, like, because she was seeing things very vivid. So they called one of he knows, again, this medium. They call the medium, and they're like, oh, can you help us out? Like, my girl's been having all kinds of visions or something that she keeps seeing. And they started, another time that she was like, oh, she asked him, can you give me a massage? And then she said that she starts feeling the massage, and then out of nowhere they pull her hair, and she's like, "Oh, like, okay." And then later on, she's like, "Why would you pull my hair?" He was like, "What are you talking about? I asked you to give me a massage, and you give me a massage, and then out of nowhere you pull my hair." And he was like, "That wasn't me. Like, I wasn't even there. I was over there in the room." So then after that, he was just like, okay, we need to call, because now if they're pulling your hair, it's just too much. So we need to call our friend. They call the friend, and then she goes over, and she asked, like, are you pregnant? She was like, no. She's like, I think you should check. I think you're pregnant. And there's somebody who is targeting your husband. They're targeting you. There's somebody who's trying to do, like, you have uh somebody who has envy. They envy you or something. But you need to check yourself, like, you need to protect yourself. And I think she has some kind of power, that I think she's a medium, and she's seen all these things. And she was like, yeah, I see a man all in black. I can't see the face, but it's just following him. And it's like, yeah, they're like, they have done something to you guys, and you need to, like, do some kind of protection. um So after that, he's like, it's somebody close to you guys. They're like, she started describing a man, and there he was like, oh, that's somebody who works for me. Then later on, he found out that somebody who was working for him, he was stealing from them. He stole a lot of money. He checked like by accident in one of the bank accounts. He started seeing this person who works for him was stealing from him, and it's a person that who had like some kind of curse on him, and then that's why she keeps seeing all these things. So now, she said that they moved houses, and she says that the person that he has on him still following him. They can't get rid of him, but he says that it's so strong that the person, the where they live now, that there's an old lady who lives there, but she's harmless. That she says that every time he's away, the lady's around, but as soon as he gets home, she hides.
So she's just probably trying to
So
protect him.
even the ghost is scared of whatever the husband has. It's
Damn.
so like crazy that it's just like he's like, yeah, there's just that it's not, they don't know if it's what it is, but there's something that it's like following him. It's crazy.
But I wonder if they even tried to already like get rid of it. Like, you know how you can go cleanse yourself and like do
He
all those
said,
type of
yeah, he said that he did. He tried, that he went somewhere, but it's just like he has to do a whole process because it's just too strong. Uh, but yeah, so it's like be careful who you have around. It's
That's true,
the
because maybe that person did it just so they could be distracted with all this energy and everything that was going on, so they don't pay attention to.
yeah, and it's crazy that the girlfriend now she's kind of like a medium, and she didn't know that that developed once she started dating him. And then now like she was like, oh, your friend has somebody's following him, but it's not harmless, it's harmless, like, and he and then she was like, should I tell him? And the husband's like, he doesn't believe in that stuff, so yeah, if it's not harmless, then don't tell him. But yeah, it's kind of creepy. So yeah, that was like my little story that I heard, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell it to you guys. But
No,
yeah,
that's creepy.
yeah, Ruben, you look so tired.
I've been up since midnight.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep, dude.
That and I was at
Work
a little league game for my son. So
You need to go, and you work tonight.
no, luckily I'm off.
Oh,
But that's the thing, when you work midnight, your body still is used to it. So even on my days off, like I'll wake up and your internal clock's like, I can't go to sleep.
Oh no, you need to go to sleep. And you said you maybe next week, you say you have some more stories about your place.
Yeah, I have a few more, and then I actually met up with a few old buddies of mine, and we actually started talking. It was random too. Because everybody just sends memes to each other on Instagram and stuff. And one time I forgot what it was, and I sent him a meme that involved like aliens, and he's like, he sends me like a quick response saying, "Do you believe in aliens?" And I go, "Yeah." Is our friendship gonna change? He's like, "No, it's gonna get better." He's like, "I have a lot of stories," and I'm like, "Oh, I know the perfect place to sell them." So next week I'll share a few.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you're
that's
ready to
so
come back, I love that stuff too. Like aliens, there's my other brother,
That's another ghost. Yeah.
another ghost.
No, but definitely next week I'll make sure I'm on time.
Yeah, no worries. I know you,
And I'll get some
family
sleep.
dude, and
I'll get some sleep ahead of time.
no, it's okay. No, thank you for stopping by. And yeah, and hopefully JJ will come on, and she can. They can tell us, her and her husband. They can tell us their stories, to see how their hunting went. And yeah, oh yeah, JJ, I have to send you this place that I don't know if you guys been or haven't, or maybe you guys can go and explore out there. What is Heritage Square? I think that's what it calls, right? That's what I said it was. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heritage Square. I don't know if you guys been there, but oh my gosh, I would love to go there. I hope nothing comes back with me, but I will like. I love that era. I love that time, the houses and things like that. So for me, like I love that style. not so much for the hauntings. I will, not, I don't want anything to come back with me, but just to visit. But thank you guys for hanging out. I've never been there, but it's on my list to go. Oh my God, yes. But you can investigate. Yeah, you know what? That's true. You can investigate. They're not allowed. They don't let people investigate. But JJ, I need to send you another one of Jack Osborne that he and Kelly they went to investigate. That they were the only ones. They were the only ones that had let somebody investigate, and it was because of you know us because of Ozzy Osbourne. I'm obsessed with that. Just because of them, they let them investigate. But it was I loved it. I love that investigation. So I'll message you and talk about that. But thank you guys for joining us. I'll see you next week. Thank you guys. Thank you, George and Aaron, that he left already. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
All right.
Bye. Make
Bye
sure
bye.
to
See you guys.
thumbs up. Bye.